Welcome to Overwatch. This time we'll be talking our way through the complicated struggle of preparing for an imminent beta, as well as not to constantly get heartbroken and lied to. So as someone who's been involved with the Overwatch community since, well, shortly after it was announced, I've seen it grow and change. I've seen the ebb and flow of our Overwatch and opinions on the game swim around on various forums, and now that we're in the midst of autumn, or fall if you're so inclined, and it feels like every week someone loses their minds for beta. This video is going to outline some of the realities as well as some of the fractional bits of insider knowledge I have to try and make educated and reasonable guesses as to what we can expect for the beta release and announcement. First, we'll cover the common happenings and where these moments of hopeful insanity come from, before discussing how I think the beta announcement and release will play out. First, let me say that I've made it no real secret that I tend to get information about upcoming Overwatch related things a little bit early. This is done by the excellent community managers who make what I do easy, although the current status of the Roadhog and Junkrat gameplay preview certainly doesn't. But I do get to know the rough dates of releases as well as get video material and screenshots just like most press sites would. What does this have to do with beta? Well, it means I'm used to how Blizzard notifies people of upcoming things. Recently we've had a string of streamers say things like, oh, it's in mid-October, when referring to a community invitational event for various people where Blizzard invites some people to their office to sit down and play the game. I went to one such event and had a blast and would happily go to more, hint hint, and it usually comes when they have something to show. What that time and date isn't, however, is beta. Due to the nature of the internet, any beta release date would likely be accompanied by a signed NDA. Most of the time a simple agreement is enough for smaller releases, but as this is actually somewhat valuable information to Blizzard and its competitors, as in has potential monetary worth to someone somewhere, I'd expect a contract. This means anyone leaking it is forfeiting any good graces with Blizzard, meaning no more previews as well as potential legal action, although the legal action involved with NDAs is a little bit shaky. In short, at the very least, they effectively put themselves behind other community creators who still have good graces with Blizzard. From this we can deduce one of three things. Someone making a statement is either making assumptions, in which case try to tease out their reasoning, sometimes it's very good. Someone is making a statement and is trying to get a spike of attention before crashing and burning, and if they're large enough they could pull this off, but breaking NDAs is generally just bad form in this kind of community. Or they're intentionally manipulating people or misunderstanding something. Let me tell you something about Blizzard. This is both as a long-time consumer of their product, since Warcraft 1 and the Lost Vikings, and as a short-time content creator. Blizzard are not like most game development companies. They are incredibly developer-centric, meaning they have flexible timelines and are more willing to account for problems that arise. Like any large company, there are no doubt internal deadlines for work, but they're internal for a reason. Knowing this brings me to an important conclusion, and one that isn't going to make many people happy. Blizzard will release beta when it is good and ready. If that means delays, it gets delayed. It sucks, but this is a company that has historically very polished products even going into beta. Also knowing from statements that Lilyrat and Zoavia have made on public forums about the Roadhog and Junkrat gameplay previews and the build of the game shown at Road to BlizzCon, it seems that there's some bug fixing to be done and that this is a high priority. Meaning there are likely impending deadlines. If crunch time is happening right before BlizzCon, then my heart goes out to the Blizzard developers. I'm sure they're having fun. Personally, I was expecting something out of the Road to BlizzCon event in early October, but now that we know there's a community event in late October, shortly before BlizzCon, well, I think we can guess their current mindset. This is not me saying Overwatch beta BlizzCon confirmed, just that, like many have said since the start, it'd be the perfect venue. My current thoughts are an announcement at BlizzCon and for it to start soon after, in the usual small pool first. Sorry ye hopeful, I don't think all BlizzCon attendants are going to get access. So you've had my prediction, we've had my reasoning, there's a community event about 2 or 3 weeks before, seems to be a priority on bug fixing and getting everything working smoothly, as well as it being a rational time. Let's talk about what not to do. It's been stated several times that Blizzard will announce the date when the date is ready to be announced. While I'm expecting a little forewarning to various community members, I still say, do not trust anything short of an official source. I've seen people get downright manipulated for views and stream hits by people saying stuff like, oh, we have a big Overwatch announcement at X time today, or even worse is people donating to ask the streamer for more information about some speculation they have got. It is out when it is out. Blizzard will not suddenly flick it on Battle.net without telling anyone, as much as I check daily. Think before getting hooked. on either misunderstood information or outright malicious baiting. Second, Blizzard have moved away from beta keys. This is just going to be a general warning, as we can probably expect them to start popping up. Watch for phishing attempts. Blizzard have gone via account activation in all recent betas. Yes, I know there's an input for a decryption key, but those are likely for internal take-home testing. There's been some cases of what I think are genuine mistakes. For example, Yogscast Shin mentioned he thought Overwatch beta started in September, which might have just come from suddenly remembering, oh, that's in fall, fall is September-ish, hey, isn't that soon? And as we don't call it fall in Europe, call it autumn, it's a mistake that can easily be made. And then other people spread around that information like it was confirmed. And the Blizzard community managers have done a good job of keeping a lid on any misleading speculation. I know it's exciting, I think you'll forgive my ego when saying that I have a pretty good chance of getting in the first wave, I have a lot to potentially gain from beta and want it to start ASAP, but that doesn't mean I'll latch onto any slight whiff of a date. But treat speculation as speculation, assumptions as assumptions. Wait for official sources, or do what I've done and resign yourself to Monday, December 21st, the last day of fall. Thanks for watching to the end. This has been a slightly indulgent video after seeing the hysteria multiple times, and I think most people are hearing things that they already know and understand, but the reminder never hurts. As we're in the depths of fall, there will be Overwatch content rolling out as gameplay is more locked down for beta. Exciting times. Toodles.